Dienmax versus SPX now.
DMX versus SPX.
DMX,
Nice.
yeah, DMX.
I can't wait. Oh, this is actually going to be super epic. And actually, it's not game over for either of our players that lost. We're going to see them in the lower match, and then the winners. We're about to find out which player. Sorry, there's like so many mosquitoes here. It's actually disgusting. So we're about to find out which player will be the first to advance out of Group D. And after this, I think, we only have 4 more groups after this. So we're going to do the first half of the round of 24 this week, then the second half of it next week. Then we get into the round of 16, and we're basically almost done with the tournament, Niobe.
What?
SPX
No, there's so many more.
I know. I'm just overstating it. But yeah, for a guy like Dienmax, who doesn't have any BSL history, he looks very, very good in his first match of the day, even though it was a weird one. Let's see how he handles SPX, who it looks like is playing pretty solidly, even when the game takes a turn for the worse. I promise you he's not going to be hold positioning his Marines this time.
I hope. I somewhat hope we see some Marines in Terran versus Protoss. We don't see that ever. That would be pretty slick, but let's go, man. I'm hyped.
All right, here we go. The map is Sylphid. We are in the game, in the lobby, ready to go. So here we go, game 3. All right, here we go. Getting into our third game. The winner's match. One of these players will advance on to the round of 16 in the bottom. Left-hand corner in the teal. Playing from Russia, it is SPX playing Terran.
In the bottom right, the yellow Protoss, it is Dienmax. I would not.
Which does sound like DMX.
It does when you say it fast. But I would not have picked this map versus Dienmax. He's the Zealot. Like, he didn't even kill that many Marines last time, but he got in the base and he saw exactly what's going on. I would have definitely tried to go for a map with a ramp. I expect to see the same thing from Dienmax. Aggressive early. Now, SPX may have picked this map because since it's not a ladder map, maybe Dienmax doesn't have as much experience. And I know SPX is in IRK, which is a top clan. You know they play versus each other. You know SPX is prepared for this map, so it's likely he's played on this map a lot. But yeah, because I don't play this map, I'm not sure what he's going to go for.
Yeah, IRK definitely a fantastic team. Going to be seeing a lot more of them in, I think SPL starting up next month. I maybe should know that, but I don't. So looking forward to seeing more of guys like SPX. And I think, I'm not sure if Dienmax is playing in that, but hope so. But the idea is, yeah, he's very, very experienced. I think I saw a lot of people saying that basically there's no way SPX is going to lose here. I think probably he's the favorite for the group, but not guaranteed. Both of the games we've had in Group D already have been just the craziest. So, I mean, this is why, like, every time somebody's like, well, you missed, like, the subtle nuance of the opening build order, I'm like, okay, that matters for now. But the games have not been decided by these opening build orders. They've been decided by these crazy, stupid positions that the players get themselves in and have to find a way to magically escape from. It's like the movie Saw, where you just get into this wacky situation and it's like a puzzle to test like how emotionally attached to the race you are, if you can like figure a way out of that. But both of these players have, and I'm actually really excited to see what happens. Okay, now they scout each other, or they scout the scouts, so they know where each other are.
Yeah, well, some players thrive in the chaos, and again, we see Dienmax going for that aggressive Zealot. So he's going to try and make it chaotic already, and SPX, I'm already seeing him cutting Marines. Well, it's because he's blocked, but he needs to build more Marines. Okay, instantly builds a second Marines. He needs to build 3, at least 3. But regardless, Dienmax is going to get in here and see what's going on. Now, unlike Casper, you would expect SPX to be pretty standard. That's what we see. So this scout is probably not as big as versus someone like Casper. Casper, going in, this is going to be guy, it's going to be hyper aggro. We just got to figure out what he's going for. So he sees what's going on. Zealot, is he going to deny this factory? He may.
Nope, the SCV is too good. It moves out of the way automatically. Look at that, it moves again. How are you going to hit the SCV? You going to hit that? Oh, actually you can. Okay, side blades are too broken, but Now it's back in the back. You gonna hit that? No! The factory gets the build. Wow. Wow, really.
Ooh, he gets the probe too. So really good from SPX so far. Took minimal damage,
man.
but that's a second zealot coming. And Dragoon was, or Cybernetics was pretty fast too. So 2 zealots, 1 Dragoon is going to put out a lot of damage. 1 Marine went down, but some players have all the luck, just like Flat. Oh, it's stuck Marine. He stopped. No!
Whoa. Oh no! He's gonna get another Marine. Oh my gosh, these are the titans of the Protoss army. Okay, good Marine control though. After that, there's bad control into good control, so he's okay.
Look at the entrance of Dienmax's main. That SCV was on hold position there. The Dragoon could not get through, so that means that it was never able to sync up with the Zealots. And actually, that was a critical move because we have a heavily damaged Marine, which would have gotten picked off for sure. And now SPX going to get up his natural easily.
Oh, SPX
scouts the Reaver.
Yeah, scouted the Robos, so that's actually super huge. Wow, beautiful. Man, sometimes you just get all the luck here. SPX, I don't know, fantastic. And now, what's this Dragoon gonna do? Like, absolutely nothing. This is fantastic.
So the SCV got taken down. I'm pretty sure I saw a second gateway going up, but got canceled. So Dienmax is probably going to just transition into Gate Observer, I would imagine, since everything got scouted. But why is there a Bolt Shroud on the map? It shuts down the probe. He's going to see that there's no Nexus now. So if Dienmax was thinking about transitioning, now he knows, oh, it is going to be shuttle. So now we're obligated to go Reaver.
I love that he just drops the mine where the Nexus is. Like, nope, can't do that anymore. Oh, by the way, you can do that for free. So, oh, look at this Marine control. Only loses 1. He actually almost didn't even lose any. Puts a lot of damage down there on those Dragoons. So if they try to like dive or do something stupid, then they're just gonna blow up. But wow, SPX is in such a good spot.
Yeah, this is devastating. Not only are there mines around the bunker, wow, he actually was able to clear the mine, but there's also a mine at the natural. So SPX knows when this guy's going to take his nav. Okay, it gets cleared up by the Zealot. But still, SPX fantastic. Oh, he doesn't have his command center building right now. He took an SCV off. So
wait, where did that go? Oh, I guess he's repairing the
to repair it. But he's still in a good position. He's got his eBay. He's got. I'm a little worried that the Reaver is going to get in and we're going to have 1 or 2 tanks. Now, Vultures are great if you land on the mine. The Reaver explodes, but that's going to be hard to make work.
Yeah. Somewhere out there, the spirit that watches over all Protoss players, the Guardian Angel Bonneth is watching this. And he's like, okay, I've got a shuttle speed, a Reaver, and a Dream. So let's go. Oh, wow, there is actually a Nexus. That's actually quite surprising to me. But here we go. We've got the Reaver, the shuttle, the 2 Zealots inside. What's going to happen? There's actually a pretty big open space towards the bottom of the base to get in with the shuttle. Even though there's a turret, you can walk it in.
Yeah, but I like how SPX has mines in a couple areas. Yeah, that specific spot is a bit vulnerable, but with the minerals and depots blocking, I think that Scarab's going to have a hard time going into the SV line, actually, so it's probably fine. And I do like how SPX has gotten the starport. He's probably going to build a raid, shut down the Reaver easily. Here comes the Reaver, though. Oh, don't take damage from the turret. Here we go. Can the Reaver get off a good shot? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, dead. Yeah, okay. So he's going to target down the turret. I think, obviously, that's going to make his life a lot easier. Ooh. DMX trying to give it to him, but now he's... Oh, he can't actually kill off the turret, but there's thankfully nothing else there. Drops off a Zealot, heading to the natural. Let's see what we got here. There is a turret, but still, great opportunity for the Reaver to get a shot off. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Gonna get it? No!
What?
How does that not hit?
Yeah, I have no idea how that didn't hit.
I'm offended for DMX. Like, that's a rough one.
Yeah, so Reaver really didn't work out that well for him. I mean, he did pull SCVs off the line for quite a while, but good defense from SPX. Now, how does Dienmax want to transition out of it? Everything looks pretty standard. Just got 2-gate observer. We don't see any further tech. No Stargate, no Citadel. Oh, a second shuttle. So we're probably going to see the triple shuttle play that Best and Rain were doing for a long time a few months ago. And
I remember
try and bulldog him.
the first time Mini, a very good up-and-coming Protoss player who's actually had a ton of success lately, very first time he qualified for ASL, he was trying four Reavers and 2 shuttles, and then the next time he tried 6 Reavers and 3 shuttles, and I'm like, dude, like, come on. We know you're good, okay? You don't have to prove it to us. Like, let's not get too fancy. So obviously that adds a ton of complexity to the micro that you have to do to use that effectively. But yeah, we're going to see quite a little bit of that. Shuttle looking for another way to get in. Loading up with a Dragoon. See what we got here. Drops the Dragoon to tank the hit. And the Scarab's good. But obviously you need to land more than one.
Yeah. Maybe Dienmax getting a little desperate here because he gets one. I'm surprised.
Right as the
nice
Wraith
find.
comes in.
Yeah, and speed is going to save the day. And behind this, still no third base for Dienmax, no gates. So I'm not really sure what the play is, other than there's definitely some type of bust coming, or at least Reaver contained. But what are we doing after this? There's one more gate. We need a few more gates though if we're just going to all in.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this going to be like just the transition out where you try to expand? But no, he's definitely going to throw down as many gates as he can. 3. Yeah, you could even throw down more. But the idea is that his contain is good. And, I mean, I guess SPX is biding his time. Let's see what's happening here. Armory about to finish up.
Yeah, so that's basically what I was just about to say, is SPX has defended well, but he hasn't gotten upgrades this whole time. So even though Dienmax doesn't look like he's in a fantastic position, getting a late third base, not really getting much done with the Reaver, not having to deal with the big +2 power spike is a big deal. If there's ever a max versus max engagement, you're going to have +1 maybe. And really, +1 is not super scary.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what you worry about, right? It's the +2. So what? How long is it going to take before we get there? Like, just quite a while. So that's going to give plenty of time for Dienmax to get his third base up and running. Just now starting all of that. And I'm just waiting to see when SPX tries to bust out of here. Because he's got just like so many tanks. I think the time is probably pretty soon.
Yeah, he's building a lot of tanks. I think he's just going to play defensively, take his third base. Tanks are great, for sure. But really, the upgrades are amazing. Now, he may still go for it. He's had scan for a while. He may have scanned that Dienmax doesn't have or didn't have gates for a while. So there is I was going to say there is a time that we see 3 shuttles coming. 2 Reavers, 2 Zealots, 2 Dragoons. And he wants to shut down this. Oh, he wants to shut down the main.
Here's that triple shuttle coming in. There are a couple of turrets here, but it's not going to stop the drop. So yeah, double Reavers get in. There's already a few tanks set up, but not enough in position. So everything will get shut down here. The shuttles, actually, how many of these are going to survive? It looks like at least one does with a little HP. Actually, even that goes down. So everything here is going to get cleaned up pretty easily.
Yeah, that surprisingly didn't deal as much damage as I thought. I thought for sure at least we're going to get the armory and shut down the +1 spike, and that would have obligated SPX to go for a timing. But good defense from SPX, and now Dienmax is going to attack the... Oh, that's so many tanks, but there's no mines or anything, Zealots! We don't have enough zones to just try and streamline in.
Yeah, that indecision there is a little bit heartbreaking. Because obviously you don't just want to send gateway units into a gigantic tank line. But, I mean, you're right, there was nothing to buffer there. And as we all know, just tanks by themselves don't really do that well. So, gonna have to find another way around, or maybe expand behind this. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to deal with all these mosquitoes too. This is hard mode casting. But he is expanding to the 12 o'clock location, so that's a little bit surprising.
Yeah, a bit of a hidden base for him. He needs to get that econ because dealing so little damage with his shuttles, being able to deny this third base, he's got to get an econ advantage. And really, the issue now is that the tank count hasn't been dwindled down at all. Look how many tanks SPX has at this third. There's 15 there, and there's 2 more at the national. Like, this is pure tank hand. We're going to have 25 tanks probably when he decides to move out.
This is crazy because, like, usually you just expect there to be a certain ratio of vultures to tanks. No, man, we've got like 3 vultures, like 5 vultures, okay? And then just nothing but tanks. So, 1 Goliath. Okay, cool. But like, yeah, this is really strange. But I think obviously it works super well if your opponent's just building mass gateway units.
Yeah, well, Dienmax is now starting to get out those key gateway units if you're going to go gateway man, and that is the Templars. He's got 6 Templars that just came out. And if you can get Storms onto clumps of tanks, all of a sudden, the entire strength of the Terran army is just going to get wiped away. So it's all going to come down to whether Dienmax can land these Storms or not.
Oh, it's not tight. The pylon's 1 hex out of position, and it lets the vulture through to get into the 12 o'clock base. Yeah, the top pylon isn't tight against the wall. How good are vultures, man? Well, also pylon placement being bad, so. But yeah, I mean, because it is not a tight wall, he can get his own units inside to kill off the vulture,
Wow.
but yeah.
Yeah, he can get the entire... Look at them, like, there's no way he can get in. They just all waltz in.
Brood War, what a beautiful game.
Well, SPX is approaching the time to attack. Well, actually, a couple more minutes. He's got +2, near half. I guess he doesn't want to risk it. I mean, there's no point to risk it. If he scanned the main, Arbiter Tribunal is about to complete. Oh, picking off his Templar. Going to get a few more probes. He's just sacking vultures for more tanks, Rapid. This may be 36 tanks.
How many control groups of tanks are we going to get here? Wow. Yeah, he just sacks the vultures. I mean, I guess dealing damage is good, but like, this is how many?
We have
Like, how many
tanks.
is enough? I feel like every Terran always wants more tanks because they've never had enough tanks. But there is enough tanks. I don't know. I think we might hit the enough mark this game.
No, I'm pretty sure we didn't hit the enough mark. If there's no carriers out on the map, there's never enough tanks. Meanwhile, there's 2 tanks going to the top, so we have 23 tanks gonna shut down this base. Oh, the vultures need to go lay mines up there. No, they're not gonna. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's gonna shut it down with just a couple tanks. Vultures on the way to stop reinforcements. Man, what is Dienmax doing? He's just gonna be sitting on 3 base versus 3 base versus 4 base. That is not a recipe for success.
Well, Zealots do clean it up before the Nexus goes down. A little sad that the tanks weren't able to clear, because I mean, tanks normally are expensive units to lose in a drop like that, but when you have 25 behind it, not going to affect SPX at all. Meanwhile, I just noticed he's got how many? He's got 9 factories, so we are rolling, baby. And +2 is about to hit. This is it. This is time, Rapid, and we have 2 tanks in the main of SPX. He just has tanks everywhere. Oh, there's a drop somehow. He must have killed something for the armory.
Yeah, he killed the armory, but it wasn't the armory that was upgrading, I believe.
Oh yeah, he didn't get the right one. +2 is just gonna hit now.
Okay, yeah, that is exactly what happened. All right, so there are a few more vultures here, so it's not like, I mean, there's still just an insane number of tanks, but the vulture count is a little bit higher. They're mostly damaged, so they will die very quickly. But here we go. We're about to find the big altercation in the middle of the map. Tanks are sieging up. The gateway units are rallied towards the top, so they're actually in range to take quite a bit of damage. Protoss army is going to have to pull back. This is so, like, gut-wrenching. It's like every time these mines pop up and down, I expect just everything to explode, especially after those huge mine drags. Wow. Oh, no!
Dude. We don't even need tanks. They're just all dying to mines. So half of Dienmax's army just got crushed right there. Whether the units died or at least lost shields, now he can literally just pull the TT1 move, which is a move. He's got... I wish I could count these tanks so fast. It's like 25 tanks. He's got vessels. If he casts a D-Matrix, he may not lose a unit if he casts D-Matrix on a Vulture or something.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. We're going to see the storms start to come through. One storm, maybe second one. Yep, second storm does come off. He just has to drop it and roll it out of there. But all the Dragoons explode towards the top, and that is going to do it. Dienmax taps out, and SPX is your first player to advance out of Group D.
Yeah, that was just fantastic play from SPX. Good control with the Marines versus the Zealot. The STV was a genius move on hold position to prevent the Goon. Perfect defense versus the Reaver. Like, nothing went well for Dienmax that game. But